Have you ever heard the term immunobiotic? It refers to a probiotic or parabiotic that enhances or modulates health by driving mucosal immune mechanisms. I learned the term from Lyubov Seichel, PhD, a world-renowned microbiologist from Moscow State University. She has over 180 publications and 36 patents, so she's no slouch. She partnered with Biotics Research to create Children's ENT-Pro, which champions two unique strains of probiotics. L. delbrueckii, LE, LE for short, and L. rhamnosus, or LB3. Children's ENT-Pro also contains two strains of bifidobacteria and lactobacillus plantarum, lysozymes, and FOS in a strawberry-flavored lozenge. But since this product has 40 clinical studies and Biotics has released an adult version called Adult ENT-Pro, I thought it'd be fun to share some of the other studies we didn't cover in a previous Tuesday Minute. You could see a link to that earlier Tuesday Minute on Children's ENT-Pro to the right. The 40 studies I just mentioned have shown the product is safe, stable, and has a high level of survivability. Safety, stability, and survivability are important because these are living organisms. The studies show high levels of adhesion to oral tissues, even in the presence of antibiotics and chemotherapy drugs. Studies show these strains are highly antagonistic against pathogens, and maybe more important, have immune modulating activity. Since viruses and bacteria often enter the system via mouth, nose, or eyes, these strains offer an unusual approach to immune support. I've attached a summary sheet for these two specialized strains. In essence, each strain acts as a potent immune modulator that balances and normalizes non-specific reactions, working through cellular immunity by the stimulation of the production of key cytokines, including interferons, tumor necrosis factor, natural killer cells, IL-1, IL-2, IL-6, and IL-10 for protection against infections, even cancer cells, to balance the immune system. Both LE and LB3 affect innate and adaptive immunity through both specific and non-specific links and thus modulate the immune response by Th1 and Th2 pathways, depending upon the immune status of the subject. Let's look at Table 1, antagonistic activity against ENT pathogens. This shows the individual strength of the new strains against the most common ENT pathogens. The table is a little tricky because the numbers are shown as zones of growth inhibition in millimeters. The bigger the number, the larger the zone of growth inhibition. In other words, the bigger the number, the stronger the effects. 4 different strains of probiotics are compared to each of the 15 pathogens. Columns 1 and 4 are 2 of the most well-known strains in Europe. Column 2 is LE and column 3 is LB3. Let's look at the first pathogen on line 1, E. coli M17. Columns 1 and 4 show a zone inhibition of 20 plus or minus 1.4. Column 2 is LE and has an inhibition zone of 28. Column 3 is LB3 and boasts an inhibition zone of 32. The LE and the LB3 strain show 40 to 50% greater potency. Look at the last line, Candida. Columns 1 and 4 show 0 inhibition. Column 2, LE, has a modest inhibition of 8. But column 3, LB3, has a whopping 32. Strain synergy is a term that's not usually discussed when it comes to probiotics. But just as botanicals can create synergy, so too can the right combination of probiotics. And the unique combination of the strains in Children's ENT-Pro and Adult ENT-Pro can create potent clinical effects. This anti-candida activity chart shows the kill activity of LE and LB3 separately and then together. In this chart, the lower number reflects the stronger fungicidal activity. The first column, LE, has a kill activity of 5 times 10 to the 9th power, or 5 billion. The second column, LB3, has a kill activity of 1.25 times 10 to the 9th, or 1.25 billion. But the combination of LE and LB3 together is 0.5 times 10 to the 8th, or 500 million, a significant increase in fungicidal activity. The second line is fungiostatic activity, which refers to inhibiting the growth of fungi without killing them. LE inhibits them to 25 billion. LB3 inhibits them to 6.25 billion. But the combination inhibits fungus activity to 250 million. Virtually all the strains of opportunistic fungi appear to be sensitive. Candida albicans showed a 90% kill rate. Candida krusei showed an 80% kill rate, and Candida tropicalis showed a 100% kill rate. Adult ENT-Pro contains a proprietary blend of 6 billion organisms: Lactobacillus rhamnosus, LB3, Lactobacillus delbrueckii, LE, Lactobacillus plantarum, LM, Bifidobacterium longum, Bifidobacterium bifidum, 15 milligrams of lysozymes, and 25 milligrams of fructooligosaccharides. Adult ENT-Pro combines the potency of live probiotic cells and lysozymes that act as an immunobiotic, which enhances or modulates health by driving mucosal immune mechanisms. Lysozymes is a term most of us are not familiar with. They're antimicrobial enzymes produced by animals that form part of their innate immune system. Lysozymes are found naturally in human saliva. The enzyme functions by attacking, hydrolyzing, and breaking the mesh-like layer of sugar and amino acid bonds that make up the cell walls. This hydrolysis in turn compromises the integrity of the bacterial cell walls, causing lysis of the bacteria. This is only a snapshot of the information available on both children and adult ENT-Pro, but it's exciting to see how supplying the right bacteria can support and enhance the effectiveness of our microbiota, which can have a profound effect on our immune system. Thanks for watching. I look forward to being with you again next Tuesday.